I did go on like 3 dates with this guy one time, and he was like, I want to do cocaine off of your vagina. I was like, it'll dissolve immediately. It was the best high I've ever had. I was buzzing. Speaking of vaginas, I have a question.
Time doesn't exist, there's more to what we see. Let's sit down, talk about it, let's just call it P.O.T, P.O.T, yeah. Let's call it P.O.T, P.O.T, yeah. Let's call it P.O.T.
Pontification of Thought Podcast.
Yo, what's up, P.O.T heads? I got a dope episode for y'all, man. I got one of like the funniest comedians in Chicago. She also runs her own shows here and then, but before I keep going, I'm gonna let her introduce herself.
Hi guys, I'm Kern. I'm good. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Good.
Like I was telling you, but how was the travel here?
Oh, it was easy.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it was easy. Super easy.
Nice.
Now coming the other way, like going towards the city, it was a mess.
Oh no, yeah. That's why if you get out at a bad time.
Oh yeah, it's toast. You're not.
I never take the expressway.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like going downtown.
No, you can't. You'll be there forever.
If you want to grow old,
Get a gray hair on your way downtown.
Yeah.
Literally.
How long have you been hosting those shows?
So the one that you came to last week, Puff Puff Laugh, I run it every third Thursday of the month at Blaze Bakery. I've been doing that show for a little over a year.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And then I have another show at a spot in Ravenswood called Geo's. The bar is called Geo's. And
Oh, that's tomorrow.
it's
right?
literally tomorrow, yeah.
Are you doing a night show set?
I'll be hosting again. Yeah.
I want to see this.
Like a real set. Yeah, I feel that. But yeah, I'll be hosting that one again, and that's the fourth Thursday of every month. I do think I have to skip next month though. I forgot that I booked an out of town show, and then I was like, oh no, I'm supposed to be at Geo's that night, so we're gonna figure that out. And then I also run I help produce another show at Beat Kitchen, which is off Beaumont.
With Brad?
No, it's called Chicago Underground Comedy, and there's about 5 producers on that show, and that show's every Tuesday.
Oh,
yeah, and then we alternate like who hosts, who does a regular set, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that was a dope show.
Yeah, thank you.
That show I went to.
Thank you.
That was a good lineup. Like the vibe was pretty good for some reason. I don't know. I think I was just high as fuck. At some point, but I was still like, yo. Because I'm a big comedian fan. Like I'm a comedy fan. And, that was a great show. I was glad that it turned out well. Sometimes that show can be a little hit or miss because sometimes people get too high during it and then they don't laugh. So sometimes the vibe is like, they just sit there and they're like, like that commercial?
Yeah.
They're just like,
where they melt into the couch. Literally, that is how people are sometimes at that show. So it's sometimes it's kind of hit or miss, but you came on a good night, thank God.
No, I mean, I think the whole lineup was dope.
It was a good lineup.
Were you expecting that many comedians or?
Yeah, I booked them all.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like you usually have your own lineup.
Mm-hmm. I usually book the lineup. 2 of the comedians you saw on that show, Sharon Palm, and then Leo Cundiff. Not expecting you to remember what they looked like or anything like that, but they helped me produce
the one
that
guy
show.
and the one girl.
Yeah, one of the guys and one of the girls. They helped me produce the show.
Oh.
Yeah, so they helped me book it as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. You know what? I might be wrong on what I'm saying because now that I remember, you did introduce the people that helped you run the show.
I did, but that was a week ago.
Yeah. Anyway.
I don't even you're you had a great lineup, and I was like, who was on that show? Who did I book on that show? They all blend together at a certain point.
I actually seen the what's your name? I've seen her on Roast Battle.
Oh, you probably saw Zoe on Roast Battle.
Yeah.
The girl who went last.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zoe Dodson. She does a lot of roast battles.
Yeah. Have you done Roast Battle?
I haven't. I'm scared.
Yeah.
I actually have a roast show. It's not with Roast Battle, but it's another roast show this weekend in Milwaukee. Or not Milwaukee,
nice.
Janesville, up in Wisconsin.
Mm.
I'm probably gonna lose.
You're gonna be in it?
Yeah, I'm gonna be in it.
Who are you going against?
This guy named Randy Miranda. I don't really know him very well, and we were supposed to like
exchange info.
Yeah, and we really haven't. So I'm gonna DM him actually after we record this and be like, hey, here's just some things about me that you can roast me about. Please.
I'm cool as hell.
There's actually like not much you can make fun of me about.
I mean, come on.
But yeah, and then I need some stuff for him because like he's just like a bold guy. So I've got a couple like jokes.
How many days did you get? Like,
oh, we've had a really long time.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and I've like written one joke.
So you like doing your homework at the end?
Yeah, I'm a procrastinator for sure. Diamonds are made under pressure.
Sometimes the best writing does come out.
Yeah, I just roasts roasts like that. They like don't come super naturally to me. So like I have a hard time thinking of stuff. So I'm like, well, maybe if I like, I don't know. Hopefully pull it together. I only need 5 jokes.
Oh, okay.
So
there's only one round.
Yeah, it's only one round.
I mean, I like your writing. Your writing's pretty nice. Like, it's pretty funny. Like, because you were talking about your life.
Mm-hmm.
So you could literally picture it. And when I feel like when you could picture something, it comes from a true place.
Yeah, a lot of my writing, a lot of my comedy is about my life. Most of it is about my life.
So you could feel it when you so it makes it more funny because you're talking about your mom, you're talking about this and that, and whatever. But so I would say you'd be able to write some good roast jokes. Yeah,
I think I'll get there.
Have you ever done it not on stage, but like just roasting people?
Oh well, yeah, I'll like make fun of people in everyday life.
You are.
Yeah. Like when I'm with my friends, I'll definitely especially my one friend, she'll like date these guys who suck, and then she'll be like, "Oh, this guy." I'm like the one guy she was like obsessed with forever. I'm like, he literally looks like a Great Value Weekend. Like he looks like the Weekend, but the Great Value version. I'm like, why are we crying about him?
He looks like the fake one.
Yeah, the Temu version of the Weekend, like stuff like that. He comes like, then it'll be a little more.
He's like a weekday.
That was good. He's a weekday. That was good.
He's not the weekday.
He's a weekday.
Right, but yeah, the thing I love about comedy or just art, well, most music and stuff like that, is writing. Mm-hmm. Writing is so important to me. So when I hear some good jokes put together, I'm like, yo, that's what made me. I think one day because sometimes you do skits, right? Like,
yeah, for sure.
And I think I caught one of your skits, and then I caught more of your clips. I'm like, oh shit, because I've had comedians on here before. That's what happens. Like, you just see them, and then I end up checking out their stand up or something. I'm like, yo, this is dope, So how long would you say you've been doing that?
So I started out acting actually.
Oh. Okay.
And I started that when I was a kid, but it was just like school theater,
like
church stuff. Yeah, plays. And then I actually moved to Chicago to I lost my train of thought. I moved to Chicago to build my acting resume, and then the original plan was to move here for 3 to 5 years and then move to out New York or LA. I just was a little hesitant to just jump into a market that big where I felt like my resume wasn't up to par. And so I moved here, and then about a year after I moved here, which was in 2019, I started doing stand-up. And then, life happened and I'm still here, but I'm doing stand-up. I do a lot more stand-up now than I do acting, but I'm not upset about that.
I mean, what were your favorite plays to act in?
Ooh, some of my favorite plays. In college, I was in this play called The Cover of Life, which was about 4 women who were married to brothers who were all deployed during World War II.
What do you mean married to brothers?
So it was these 4 women, and they were all married.
They were all brothers, but they were in the same family.
Oh, yeah. So the 4, so there was a family of 4 brothers, but then they all got deployed, and it was all of their wives and their mom living in a house together, and it was like about their story. That's probably my favorite play that I've ever been in.
Yeah.
But I've been in a lot of other fun ones. I was in another World War II one actually called Decision Night, about female pilots during World War II. That one was really fun. And then I've done some children's theater. That's been a good time. But since graduating college, I haven't really done a lot of live stage theater. I've done more commercial work and web series and stuff like that.
Nice. I've done little acting. When I was in high school though.
Nice.
I wouldn't count it on my resume, but I liked it. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's some weird state that you have to put yourself in.
For sure.
Because you have to pretend to be someone else, but you have to actually be that person.
Yes.
Which is weird, right? Like, I mean, I think it's weird. It's just having to get yourself there. Some people are just fucking good at it.
Yeah. It definitely does take, like, it's harder than people think.
Yeah.
It's definitely harder than people think.
And then especially if you got like a whole crowd just watching you. And like you got these lights and you gotta remember the line. The timing. That's another thing. Timing.
Timing's huge.
Timing is so huge. Especially with comedy. I think the best comedians, in my opinion, are the ones who create their own cadence and their own little timing. Like Stephen Wright. Even though he's going slow, but his cadence is slow, and then the punch just.
Yeah. No, cadence and timing is absolutely everything when it comes to comedy. Like, if you don't have that timing, like, you can write the best joke in the world, but if the delivery's off, it's not going to work. I used to work with somebody like that. They actually, like, what they were saying was very, very funny, but the way they delivered it, like, it didn't land. And they weren't trying to be funny. They weren't a comic. It was somebody that I worked at a restaurant with. But then, like, they would say stuff, and then, like, no one would laugh. And then I would think about it later, and I was like, wait, that was actually so funny. You just suck at delivery.
Right.
Like, I was like, you're actually very, very funny.
It's the journal, it's not delivery.
Yeah, literally. I was like, you could actually write for a comedian very easily, and then, just they would deliver the jokes better.
But that is so important to create your own way of saying it.
For sure.
I think everyone starts by emulating someone. But eventually, when you start creating your own style, and you're like, oh shit, because then it becomes like a signature too.
100%, yeah, and like branding is everything, and
like because
style.
Like Dave Chappelle has his own cadence that people sometimes. Cat Williams,
absolutely.
Dave Attell, which is I think he's like one of the GOATs.
Oh yeah,
like, his writing is so.
It's really good.
And he's off the cuff, like. I was like, damn. You say you've been doing it for almost.
So about 6 years.
6 years?
Yeah.
I mean, how do you feel so far?
I feel good. Obviously, like, some things have changed. The things have changed a lot since I first started. I started right before the pandemic happened. And so, a lot of people will tell me that, like, the pre-pandemic, the scene was a lot better, a lot stronger, a lot more talented. But, I don't know a different scene, to be honest with you. But, things have definitely ebbed and flowed. And, there's definitely been things that I have felt like were setbacks. Yeah. But I think I've grown a lot in this past year with starting to produce my own shows. And just, it's crazy because you have to, like, learn how to play the game, kind of. I was used to playing the game with the acting world and, like, that side of things, but comedy is actually very different. So it's very interesting to just, like, see these different worlds.
Like the dynamics.
And I would say that, like, well, at least with how involved I've been with comedy, I feel like I'm much more involved in the comedy scene than I've ever been in, like, the film scene in this city. So maybe it is as messy, but it's also just, like, learning to not let the drama affect you and not get involved in the drama, where, like, I didn't have to really worry about that in the film scene. I think it was just because I wasn't as embedded in it, and I've kind of taken a step back the last few years. And I'm still very much involved in the comedy scene. But yeah, it's definitely been interesting. Like as I've grown, being like, oh, you all are messy, and like, how do I not get involved in your mess?
How do I know you people?
Yeah, and like watching people do certain things, and it's like, oh my god, I didn't know you could be like that.
But that something that you said is that is very important is that you have to be in the scene.
100%.
If you think you're just gonna be in a room doing jokes or songs or whatever, and you never go out there and do shit,
it's never gonna happen.
You're not gonna.
It's never gonna happen. And like connections is forming connections and forming relationships is how you get somewhere. 100%.
1,000%.
Yeah, and like being out there and doing it, like honestly, the pandemic kind of is a huge reason why I've been at the clubs I'm at, where I'm at this point, because back when the pandemic hit, everybody went on Zoom and did Zoom comedy, which sucked. It sucked, but a lot of people were like, no, I'm not doing that. People who had been doing this for years were like, I'm not doing that, which I don't blame them, right? But I had only been like 5 months into the game, and I was like, I didn't know any better.
Exactly.
Truthfully, I didn't know any better. So I was like at home bored, and I'm like, well, I could either do this open mic on Zoom, or I could watch a movie with my roommate again. And then I was like, I'll do the open mic, whatever. And my roommate liked to watch it too, and we would all sit there and then like not get any laughs or have delayed laughs, and it would be like torture. But because I was out there doing that stuff, people saw that, and when things started opening back up, I was getting booked on shows.
Oh wow!
Where and there were certain spots I was getting that I don't like to this day. I'm like, I don't really know if I was ready or at that level, but they put me up, and so.
But that's the weird thing about life, right?
Yeah, you just gotta take the opportunity.
You have to, and that goes back to what I'm saying, that like the importance of what you just said. Like you have to be in the scene. Yeah. You have to be out there. You have to really put your foot forth. If you don't do it, for real, nothing really happens. And you were like, you know what, this pandemic thing, even though whatever, let me just try anything.
Mm-hmm.
And you doing that led you to like, getting booked to places where you're like, damn,
right. Literally, because I remember the first time I did Laugh Factory, it was 2021. I had really only been kind of doing this for over a year, and a large portion of that had been on Zoom. It wasn't even like real shows and stuff. It was, because basically from March 2020 to March 2021, it was all on Zoom. So a whole year of not real comedy, like not really working a room, and then getting put on a Laugh Factory stage, getting that opportunity, like, I don't think I would have booked me, to be completely honest with you. Like, looking back, I'm like,
I would have booked me but not paid.
Right? Like, you get a 5-minute spot and that's it. Which I think I only had like 6 minutes, to be honest with you. But,
Isn't that crazy though?
Mm-hmm.
6 minutes to someone's like, what, 6 minutes?
Right.
Yo, 6 minutes.
It's huge. It can be huge. It can be, like, depending on what it is, can really change a lot of things.
Yeah, because if the right
person sees you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just, with that if you have 5-6 killer minutes, you should be already like, I mean, you know more than me, but I'm just saying as a fan, but that's so crazy, like just that little amount of time you just getting those opportunities.
Right.
Wow,
yeah, but that was definitely a big deal to get that at the time, and I don't know.
I mean, the pandemic stuff, it killed so much.
Oh my god, it killed so much.
I was hosting, because before there wasn't no offices in the front when you came through. It was like an open area, like even bigger than this. And I used to host like open mics and do shows, and things were starting to pick up. And like people started coming. Like the first one barely had like 3-4
Right.
You know, and then little by little, you know, word got around. And then when they got to a cusp of like it was about to get somewhere nice,
Pandemic. Literally. It ruined so much stuff. And now we're at 6 years later and I'm like, damn, nothing back. Like, not that it would ever, realistically, like nothing was gonna ever go back to normal like we thought it was going to, but like,
especially with kids, right? Because
oh my God.
You know, we're humans, right? We need each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're social beings. So that aspect of you being in school and like getting to meet, you know, they took that away from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And kids who were like growing up, like they were like, hey, shit, I'm on my device all day. I'm good.
It completely changed education.
Yeah.
And there's a huge chunk of kids who I don't know if they'll ever fully recover from those lost years.
True.
To be honest with you.
That's true because they say reading went down.
For sure, 100%. I can't remember if I talked about this in my set on Thursday, but I am a teacher. And so, yeah. And so, like, you know, working in the schools and seeing, like, some of those kids, like, especially the ones who started in kindergarten, even 2 years, like, who were in kindergarten during the pandemic, and then where they were at even, like, 2 years, 3 years after, and people were like, why can't they, like, what is wrong? And I'm like, it's because they were at home, and like a lot of their parents, like truthfully, did not make them log in online, and they did not work with them, and they lost.
Even if they did, they were just the screen is on.
And it's on, and it's not tangible, and like, oh my God, so many kids don't like now. I think things are a little bit better in some ways. Like I have hope for the ones who like started kindergarten in like 2023, 2024.
When
like,
everything started.
Like everything's a little more normal. I'm like, okay, I think I have hope that like these ones will be okay. But those kids that like in those really fundamental years lost that time.
Especially
I don't know if they're ever gonna fully.
If you were between like, you know, 6, 7, I don't know, 12 or whatever those grades are. Mm-hmm. That's so vital to a lot of things. The older children is the socializing. For the early children is the developing. You know, reading went down. Speech went down. Mm-hmm. Like kids weren't able to talk as well. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
No, it's true.
That is so crazy to say that children are losing the ability to read and talk. Like with evolving essentially.
Yeah, no, 100%.
That's so weird. And also like what I don't understand is so we get back into schools and they start taking funds away from the schools. Why is that? Why?
I don't know what the decision was to take phonics away. I mean, I do teach, so it depends on the school. And even in Chicago public schools, it is school dependent on whether or not, like, what kind of program they use. I teach phonics actually at my school, but yeah.
You did not mention that, but
yeah, but no, but it's true. Like so many, because the school I was at the last 2 years, they didn't do phonics. And I was like, what are we doing? They need phonics. They can't sound stuff out. Like, it's all sight words.
And then you take away money from schools.
Oh my God, yeah. Like we're in a huge deficit and it's a mess.
That's just crazy. There's all this money. There's all this money for wars. There's all this money to pay for, you know, these criminals over there, hide this, hide that. There's money for all that.
Money for,
all that. There's no money for schools. There's no money to, like, pay teachers well. I mean, wouldn't we want, like, the best, most intellectual children to come out of schools?
You think?
By, like, and the only way to do that is invest in the schools, invest in
100%.
education, and invest in the teachers because they're
100%.
needed. Like they're the ones raising the children, pretty much. If you think about it.
I mean, like during the school year, I see my students more than their parents do. It's the truth. I'm with them 7 to 8 hours, 7 hours a day. I see them at 7:45. They leave at 2:45. Like they're probably going to bed around 7:30, 8 o'clock. Like I'm seeing you longer than your parents see you during the day.
Yeah, and a good teacher would change your life.
It will.
A bad teacher would also.
Yeah. I don't know what I am right now. I'm trying my best. Is what I'm doing. We're just trying to make it 6 more days. Is what we're trying to do right now.
I don't know how I'm doing on the polls.
I don't know what my my approval rate is right now. Depends on who you ask in my class.
Grade did you teach?
Right now, first grade.
First grade.
Yeah, I'm covering maternity leave,
Oh.
and it's been challenging to say the least.
Yeah, are they mean?
They're just bad. They're just not all of them, but I've got some crazy behaviors in my room.
Oh.
We'll put it that way.
Yeah, I happen to be one of the bad kids when I was young.
I could tell.
Oh. Right back.
No, I'm seriously.
But again, like a good teacher would change your ways because I had a teacher pull me to the side like, hey, you actually got some potential. Why are you acting this way? You know, it didn't seep in, but eventually it did. And, you know, when I got to high school, I met another great teacher that he told me, he's like, look, you got potential in writing. You should try to write. And because of him, I started like, oh, okay. And I started studying writing. But like I said, again, a good teacher will lead you to good things.
I really try to encourage all my students, but I wish they would stop hitting each other. I really wish they would stop hitting each other.
Let's not hit each other, guys. Okay.
If I could get them to stay in their seats and not hit each other, man, we'd have a great day.
I mean, they are pretty young, right?
They're little, yeah.
How are you as a student?
I was good. I hated getting in trouble. I did not like getting in trouble. I wasn't like, okay, I struggled in school. Like, school was hard for me, but I, was well behaved for the most part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I also struggled in school, but I scored high on my tests. I just never did the work.
See, I scored low on all my tests. I was a terrible test taker. Yeah. It was hard. I studied a lot.
Yeah.
And I would get really bad. And I was like a BC student, like really C average student. I had to work hard to get a C.
You know, where did you say you come from?
I'm from Ohio.
Oh, Ohio.
Yeah, I'm from Ohio.
Is it like a small town or?
Yeah, I grew up in a pretty small town. Yeah.
I like, to be honest, I like small towns.
Do you?
Yeah, because I get to travel to like Milwaukee, Watertown. I've gone to Janesville, I mean. And like sometimes I get to go to Indianapolis, spots like that. You get to go through those little towns, and when you're like driving, when there's nothing, you get to see like from the far, and if the sun's out.
That is beautiful, and that is one thing that I do. One thing I miss about my hometown is like stars, because I don't get to see the stars in Chicago. I never see the stars, and then when I'm home, I'm like, oh my god, look at the stars.
You don't know how happy I get when I see like 3 stars.
Right?
Whoa, look at the sky. It's so good.
Yeah, well,
it's only like 3.
That is one thing about this. Like, I love living in the city. I love being in the city. I love cities, but I do miss the stars.
Yeah, I'm like 1,000% nerd.
Are you?
When it comes to stars, quantum physics, and things space. Oh man, and one of the things is I actually do want to like eventually travel to like somewhere like the Hawaii telescope spot where they have it and go above sea level and above the clouds. And they say you can see everything. You can see the Milky Way.
Wait, I didn't even know about this place. Ooh, new place on the list.
Yeah. And there's this island too. I think it's in Australia. I mean, I don't know if I would go all the way out there, but I wish I would be able to. But it's also you can see all that, the stars and all that, and sometimes the lake is bioluminescent, where it's like bluish and like
that's
you
so
run your foot or something.
cool.
Yeah, I'm like, man.
I would love to go to Iceland and see the Northern Lights.
That's another one. I'm saying.
Yeah. I missed the Northern Lights when we could see them not that long ago.
Oh, I actually went to the lake.
Did you get to see it?
Yeah, I took pictures of it. I'll show you. Actually, I have some pictures of it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Man, I missed it and I was so mad.
It was dope. You couldn't really see them with your actual eyes. It looked like sort of like a dense cloud sometimes. And you'd be like, oh shit, maybe those are it. And then you would put your phone, you had to do like some exposure thing. And then your phone would take a dope ass picture and you see the dope ass northern lights. I'm like, oh shit, they're like right there. But like, I guess if you do go to like a cold place, you actually get to see them.
Yeah.
That's what I want to experience.
I would love to go see that.
Oh man. Let's save up some money.
Yeah, literally. Let's go.
Yeah.
You can actually get to Iceland fairly inexpensively.
Right.
Yeah, like I think sometimes like if you like watch the tickets close enough, like you can get there round trip under 600.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
Folks, please donate to go to Iceland.
The
See
trip.
the Northern
The
Lights.
Iceland trip.
The Iceland
Yeah.
trip.
Now I know once you get there, everything's expensive.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
like,
it's an expensive
like
country.
Staying, like, oh, you mean like paying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like hotel, food. I know, like all that's
See,
pretty
you
expensive.
need the donation job.
Yeah, see, exactly. That's what we need to do.
No, but that is one thing I would love to see. Those are the top 3 places that I want to check out.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
I really want to go to Thailand and I want to go to Greece. Those are my other places.
Greece? I hear Greece would go to.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been there or?
No, I've never been. I haven't traveled internationally in a really long time.
Yeah. I think the furthest I've gone lately is probably Stockholm.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Down in it's like 4 and 3 or something.
About it.
Yeah.
It's not that far.
I've gone to Ohio a few times.
Oh.
Everybody's jealous.
Mm-hmm. Is it do you guys have like mountains and stuff out there?
Not like mountains, but we definitely get hilly. Like it's not as flat as
Hillbilly?
Depending on where you go, yes. But we're not. The landscape is not as flat as it is in Illinois.
Yeah.
Illinois, Wisconsin, it's just so flat.
Mm. Yeah, that's another thing I want to experience that.
Mm-hmm.
Like Colorado, places like that.
Yeah, I've never been out west like that.
What's the place? I can't believe it's leaving my mind. Oh, the canyon.
Oh, Grand Canyon. Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's
I've never been there.
But the main thing is just seeing the stars. For me, that's.
Oh, well, you'll be able to see them real good at Grand Canyon.
Because there's nothing out there, right?
There's nothing out there.
Are you scared like with the light of the darkness?
Oh yeah, I'm terrified of the dark. I hate the dark.
Because imagine out there. Like,
Oh, it's pitch black.
It wouldn't be nothing.
Mm-mm.
That'd be so crazy. I mean, even with wild animals out there.
Yeah, no, I would not go out at night unless I was like on a tour or something. And,
Do
like,
you guys have in Ohio? Is there like crazy wild animals or not?
Not like bears or anything. We do get coyotes,
Hmm.
but when I lived in Ravenswood, there was
I've
some
seen some.
coyotes running around. I've had some coyotes in the city.
Have you seen any fox?
Not in Chicago, but at my parents' house, absolutely.
They move smooth.
They're so
I
smart.
like that.
I love foxes. They're so cute.
Yeah, like when I saw him, first I thought it was like a little dog, but I'm driving and I see something move from the side. And like, is that a dog? And then I drive up because it's running, and like where I'm running, he kind of like meeting me up there. And I see him like, oh shit, it's a fox, but he's moving so
Smooth, yeah.
I wish you could have them as pets.
I know. There was this one lady who had an account. I don't know if she still has it or not, but it was like Juniper the Fox or something like that. Mm-hmm. And she did have her as a pet. Yeah, but they're definitely a wild animal. Like, you really don't want them in your house.
Well, they say they're super smart.
They are, but I guess they're like impossible to potty train. So like, she just shit all over the house. And then she like gets into stuff all the time. Whoa. So then it was like,
well, they know how to. They
know how to get into stuff. So it's like, I'm good. It's cute, but I'm good.
What's the craziest pet you've had?
I haven't really had a lot of pets, but my cousin's neighbors, they had a bunch of crazy pets when we were growing up. They were kind of hillbillies. Yeah, they were kind of hillbillies. But my cousin's neighbors, they had one time their littlest sister, she wanted a raccoon. So their stepdad went and caught a raccoon, and they kept the raccoon in the garage.
Whoa.
That was like, I was like,
you could get rabies from
no, literally. And then it was like in a cage, and then obviously it's like hissing at us. And then they're like shaking the cage, and they're like, be quiet. And I'm like, first of all, it's a nocturnal animal, and it's the middle of the day, and we're waking it up. And then second of all, it's a wild animal. It's not supposed to be in this freaking cage.
What are we doing?
What are we doing? And then they also had a peacock. I remember that they had some peacocks.
I actually ran into a peacock once in Milwaukee.
In Milwaukee?
Yeah. Random ass thing.
It's not supposed to be there.
It was a random ass thing. I was actually going through some shit. Like, I wasn't feeling, I wasn't, anyway.
Yeah.
And I'm driving from work, whatever, and I stopped to get gas. And I'm like, man, I was kind of mad that I was getting out late. And I'm like, fuck, I'm going to get out so fucking late. And as I'm doing that, I hear, or something like that. Oh, there's a fucking peacock. I'm like, how the fuck did I not know? I did not know.
Like, why are you here?
That's what I said to myself. First of all, how did I not see him when I started like pumping or anything? I got in the car and I'm just like this, and I don't know where a peacock appears. And then second of all, where did you come from?
I don't know where they got these peacocks.
That's so crazy.
They got these peacocks, and then they decided they were like, we don't want them anymore. So then they just like released them into the woods.
Oh, well, maybe that's the one.
They ran all the way from Ohio. I hope, because I was like, that thing's gonna get killed immediately.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because like, first of all, I don't know what peacocks really eat, but I'm sure it's not in Ohio. And then, like, I'm sure it's not native to Ohio. And then I was like, where my aunt lived, it's a rural area. So, like, there are coyotes everywhere and stuff like that. And I was like, it's gonna get eaten.
Yeah, it's not like you go to, like, a peacock supermarket.
No. Also, that coyote, it's like, oh, what's that? I've never had that before. Let me try that.
I would be.
Yeah, why not? They're like, I'm tired of rabbits.
They're huge. It's like a big old chicken, like a big old rooster.
And they're big.
And they're huge. It was like 6 feet, like long.
Their wingspan is just like.
Yeah, and then he wanted it to almost open it, and he kind of like just did a little bit. But I don't know if it was, I don't know if it was a male or female.
If it's one of the blue ones, if they're colorful, that's a boy. Yeah. And then the brown ones are girls.
Oh yeah, so it was colorful. Because he opened them a little bit just to like show off a bit. I don't know why. I'm like, yo.
He might have been scared.
And then he just like retracted them. I was like, damn. And I got video of it too. I'm like in the video, like, yo, check this out. And I'm like,
there's a peacock at the gas station.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Random.
But it's just funny that your neighbor's just like, hey, I'm just gonna get it. Like, cool.
You're crazy.
Peacock.
You're crazy.
Sounds like that.
They always have like a bunch of animals.
It sounds like that Tiger King.
Low key, yeah. Except for they didn't have a tiger, but they had a lot of horses. They had so many dogs. And then one time I went over there, and I like walked in to get my cousins, and I walk in, and there was a goat walking around the house, and I was like, oh hell no. I was like, a goat? No, I draw the line.
Have you ever had goat cheese?
Yes, so good. I love goat cheese. I've never drank goat milk though.
I was always hesitant about it. Like, have some goat cheese. I thought that I don't want to try fucking goat cheese.
That's good.
And one time, I might have died.
Maybe.
And I had the munchies. And all that was left was some crackers and some damn goat cheese.
Oh, and I bet it hits so hard.
Oh man,
oh my god, yeah, that shit is hard.
This was me, like how when you grab the cracker, you just like grab just a tinsy bit just to try it.
Mm-hmm. And you were like, oh.
Dip like a.
You were like Squidward. Did you ever see that episode of SpongeBob where Squidward finally tries the Krabby Patty?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh my god, yeah, okay, you gotta watch that episode. It's one of my favorite SpongeBob episodes. But Squidward finally tries the Krabby Patty, and he's like that, like he's like,
that's how I was
yeah,
like, yo.
And I remember like the one line he says, he's like, all the wasted years.
That's how I was.
Yeah, you were like, what have I done? It's been so.
Because I was always like, goat cheese, but
I like it when it has cranberries on it.
Well, I have cranberries.
You like a cranberry goat cheese? Oh, so good.
Look, I'm already hungry. So
Okay.
No, but that is I tried goat milk as well.
I haven't tried the goat milk. I'm not a big milk person.
It was alright. It just tasted a little bit different, I guess. But cow milk is better for me. In my opinion, I don't know.
I do not like drinking milk.
No. Did you drink it as a child or?
So this is funny. So I did for a little bit, and then one of my friends, I can't believe I even remember this, in preschool, there was this girl named Emily, and I was like really good friends with her, and she didn't like milk, and I wanted to be like her. So then I was like, I don't drink milk either. So I like started refusing to drink milk. And it would drive my mom nuts, because my mom was like, drink the fucking milk. Like, you need to drink milk for your bones, like blah, 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 blah.
Right.
I refused to drink milk. And then, because I wanted to be like this girl. And then I would drink chocolate milk and I would drink strawberry milk, but I wouldn't drink plain. And then the doctor told my mom, they were like, oh, well, if she's like refusing to drink it, it's probably for like a reason. It probably is like hurting her stomach or something. So like, don't make her do it. And really, I just wanted to be like this girl. Hopefully my mom doesn't listen to this episode because she does not know that. And yeah, so I don't, but now it like actually grosses me out to drink milk. I like actually don't want to drink milk now.
I only have milk just on coffee.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
I don't do cereal or anything like that.
Like even chocolate milk now. I tried to drink chocolate milk not that long ago, and I was like, no, I think I've passed this.
What, at school?
I should have tried the second one. I bet school and
that's the best one.
You know what? I bet that. You know what? Maybe I will try it.
That's the best.
Because we've got a strawberry milk and we have a chocolate milk, and I've actually think out of the carton it might hit pretty hard.
See, these new kids don't know how good they have it.
No, they don't know how good they have it.
Because we didn't have no strawberry milk when we grew up.
So I had strawberry, like the powder to mix in it at my house.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about.
But I'm not at school. I think it was only chocolate and regular.
Just chocolate. If you got lucky.
If you got lucky, it was chocolate.
Chocolate.
Yes.
You had to see. This is where you become frugal and stuff, because you would just collect your milk and stuff, and then you go change it for chocolate milk. Hey, bro, I got you with orange juice and milk for your chocolate milk.
I would not take that deal.
Sometimes it would. I would do actually not. It wouldn't be with the dudes. I would do with the girls. Like,
there we go.
Yeah. Here you go. You want this orange? Yeah, okay.
You're like, hell yeah. I got it.
That's how you do those trades.
I think that sounds like a terrible deal, but I'm glad
It was, but some girls didn't like chocolate milk.
Oh, there you go.
But yeah, I mean, nowadays they have strawberry milk.
Mm-hmm.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. Chocolate and strawberry.
And with comedy and you doing these shows, are you planning to turn it into something bigger, or are you, what are you like sort of?
So I'm kind of like at a spot where I'm like kind of feeling bored, right? Like I don't know exactly what I want to do. The goal has always been like I want to make my living doing acting and comedy. That's what I want to like. That is what I want my job to be. Mm. Then I got so in 2023 I got long COVID, and I got pretty sick. And so prior to that, I'd been doing gig work, I'd been auditioning, and I would just substitute teach when on my days I didn't have a gig, I would substitute teach, and then I would work at a restaurant, and I was just doing that. Then I got really sick in 2023. So I had to I took a full-time position with the school to get health insurance.
Mm-hmm.
And so I took the full-time job, and then I was like, oh, I'm actually making the most money I've ever made in my life. And then I was like, oh, I have health insurance. It's kind of nice. So then now I've been like, can I be happy, working at a full-time job and just pursuing my passions on the side, and there just be passions? So I'm still kind of trying to figure that all. I'm trying to figure out what I want right now. What I really want is a different full-time job. I'm kind of done with education. So that's been my focus right now. So I don't really have a good answer to your question, but I'm figuring it out.
But if I may, as an outsider, I think comedy is your thing.
It is. I
think because even I didn't know you had acting chops, but I don't know if that's even worded.
Yeah, that works.
Anyway, but I didn't know you acted, but maybe that's why I like your little skits.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that just from what I've seen, at least online and just maybe a little bit, I think you're heading the right direction. And
thank you.
I believe, like we were saying, right? How we started, you have to put your best foot forth, no matter what. Because you were like, hey, I'm gonna be in front of a fucking screen saying jokes to who knows.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the other side.
Right.
And I don't even know if I'm gonna get any laughs or anything. But you did it, right?
I did.
And seeing you run shows and shit like that, you're already hitting it.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're funny as hell. Well, I think you're funny as hell.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And so, but everyone has their own perspective, right?
100%.
Because I would love to just make money off of my music all day, all night.
Right.
But it hasn't happened that way. But you know what? They just
keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
I mean, my perspective, just looking from the outside.
Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna quit. It's definitely not something I want to quit, because at this point in my life, comedy still brings me so much joy. If I'm having a bad day and then I go do a show, I feel better afterwards. I feel re-energized. I feel good.
And you do a lot of shows. Well, I mean, from what I see, you do a lot of shows.
Yeah, I've been hitting the ground running, pretty hard. The next 3 days I have a show every day. So
wow.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. June's a little bit lighter, but it's okay.
Still,
but summer's a bad time for comedy. So mainly because Chicago, we only really 5 months of the year is nice. The rest of the year is cold. So people prefer to go outside and do outdoor activities and stuff like that. So
I mean, comedy shows get lit.
Yeah, they do. They just aren't typically as well attended in the summer. So and honestly, it's fine, because sometimes honestly, because I've been working 2 jobs and stuff. Sometimes I'm just I need a break. I need a break. It's okay.
I mean, is it hard to get booked? For music, you get booked. Well, for me, I've been getting booked here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But if I were to have 3 shows every week, I think I'll be able to just work and but probably pay my bills like that.
I'm not making that much money off these shows.
Oh, well,
definitely not. No.
I mean, I guess we could talk that.
Yeah. The typical comedy show, tomorrow, since I run that show, the bar actually pays me pretty well. Mm-hmm. But then my other shows, Friday, I think I'm making and this is not bad for the amount of time I'm doing, right? But I'm making $50. So it's okay, well, I can't only make $50.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A week. But it is nice, side money for sure, to have that little bit of cushion and stuff like that. but I'm not at a point where I make it enough to pay rent.
Well, I mean, yeah, well, that's what I'm saying as me as well. Like,
Yeah.
I'm only doing shows here and then. They do pay pretty well, but it's, you know, since I'm not booking as much, and that's why I'm asking, like, as a comedian, is it easier to get booked?
So, maybe because I'm not in the music scene, so I don't know this perspective necessarily, but I feel like there's more comedy shows happening all the time than there is, like, musical events, like what you're talking about. Like, I feel like, I mean, and maybe I'm incorrect, but I don't know, there's several comedy shows happening every single night in Chicago. Like, it's not just, like, each of the clubs has a show almost every single night. And then there's independent shows and stuff like that. So there's especially in Chicago at least, there's a lot of opportunity to get booked. I have been doing this for a while. I have good connections within the scene. So I usually, like, without a whole lot of trouble, get booked about 8 to 10 shows a month. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty lazy. I need to be reaching out more. I'm really bad about reaching out to people. Because I feel like I'm bothering them.
Do you do open mics as well?
When I can. I haven't been hitting the mics as hard this year at all because I've been working like 7 days a week most weeks, and I'm just exhausted. Like, so if I don't have a show, I have been kind of just like crashing at home.
And I guess hosting is almost like doing open mic, right?
And sometimes, yeah, honestly, at this point, since I am running several shows and, like, I don't have time to do open mics as much, I'm sprinkling in new jokes here and there to see how they do versus, like, several years ago, like, even last year or the year before, I would have never tried those jokes on stage without doing them 3 times at a mic. Mm-hmm. Now I'm like, well, I don't have time to do a mic. I don't want to know how this works. So I'll, like, sandwich it in between old material. So if it bombs, I'm like, well, I know I can, like, get the room back with my old stuff.
I find that so fucking dope.
Yeah, I mean, it's also cool to be at, like, you know, it is cool to be at that point where I'm like, okay, I know that, like, this, like, these jokes that fill this amount of time works. And if I plug this new shit in here and I plug it in here, and if it doesn't go well, I'll end okay. It's cool it is cool to be at that point because 1 or 2 years in, you're not at that point. You, like, only have, like, 30, 40 minutes of material, maybe an hour if you're really good, and or write a lot. And so, you know, it's harder to take those risks in shows to, like, just try something new. Unless you, like, really feel confident. Like, there's a couple times, like, I would have, like, one-offs, one-liners that I was like, no, I think that, like, this will.
That's so fucking dope because music, you can't do that, right?
No, not at all.
A song that you wrote, and I guess that's the difference too. Music, we could write it in a room by ourselves, record it, and then we'll perform it, and then people will like it or whatever, right? But jokes, you literally have to depend on the people.
100%. Because there's so many times that, like, I'll do jokes that work. They work. And then I'll go into a room and then they, like, for some reason, they hate them. And, like,
is it the way you're saying it, you think?
Sometimes it's also the crowd. Like, you know, back when I started, I would always, like, if I had 10 minutes, I would plan that 10 minutes. Like, This is what I'm doing, right? Then, and this comes with experience, then you're like, okay, who's an audience? Is it a younger crowd? Mm-hmm. Is it an older crowd? Is the crowd all white? Is it more diverse? So, like, certain jokes will go better with certain demographics. So if it's like an older crowd, I'm not going to do a ton of dating material, or I'm not going to do, like, this pop culture-y stuff or things like that. I'm going to stick with a little, like, stuff that I'm like, okay, you know, I have a bit about ugly babies. Well, everybody thinks that's kind of funny. And then, like, yeah, see, you're like an ugly baby. That's funny. But then, like, you know, I'll go, okay, well, I got all this school material, and everybody, like, thinks that, like, teacher stories are funny. So it's like, okay, I can do those ones, or I can do the jokes about my family. Versus, like, if the crowd's younger, I feel like sometimes I have a little bit more wiggle room on what I can do versus if I'm with an older crowd.
Yeah, see, that it is a skill that you develop, right?
100%.
That you can't teach someone like, hey, just go up there and see who's out there.
No, you have to. You just have to learn that.
You have to
learn that. Just like by doing it.
Because in my opinion, you have a lot of stage presence.
Thank you.
You're different on stage than how you are now.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, you're more.
Yeah, I do think I sit pretty similar to my personality on stage, but it's just like a heightened version of my personality. Because there's some people, they go up and they're totally different.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that I'm totally.
I'm not saying you're like different, but I'm just saying you're more like.
I'm much more energetic.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it's like me with the volume turned up. Like I just crank it up a couple notches.
And like I said, and it's like you could tell them the mastery, because you could see it. You're in there, you lost something, but you you getting it back, and you're there, and you're going, and like that's so dope. And then what you're saying right now even makes it even like the complex way of your life. Oh, I'm gonna throw in a new joke right now, see how it does.
Mm-hmm.
And then if it doesn't work, I'll go back to this.
Yep.
That's so fucking dope.
And like there's times too, like you plan what you're gonna do and then you go up and it starts like not working and you're like, and this comes with time too, you're just like, how can I pivot? What can I try? Because like this stuff isn't working. Like I remember one time I had this whole set planned out. I was going to this was one of my favorite shows I've ever done. I was at the Latin American Motorcycle Association. Okay, so it was like this whole room of like bikers who were in a club.
I've been in a show like that.
Yeah. And
was that
so,
a
yes.
Yeah.
Same place. I loved them.
Yeah.
This was a long time ago. This was several years ago. So I go to the show and I'm not the first one up. I'm like probably I'm like smack dab in the middle. And I had planned this whole set out and I'm sitting there and I'm like, they just want really dirty jokes. They just want nasty, filthy jokes. I used to write a lot dirtier. My probably about last year, my stuff isn't nearly as dirty. But I've got them in my back pocket. And so I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go up there and be disgusting. And I had one of the best sets I've ever had in my life.
Dope.
I'm not even kidding. And it's just like you have to learn how to pivot. And that comes with time. For sure.
Yeah, it's something that you have to develop. You have to put yourself in that moment in time. AI is not going to be able to do that.
No, AI can't do that.
All these new robots they got or whatever. It's
I
not.
saw a scary new robot today. She looked really real.
Where?
It was at some expo. It was online.
Oh.
It was at an expo, and I was like, I don't like that.
They're starting to look.
Now she moved kind of funny. You could tell she was, but her face, I was like, that looks a little too real for me.
You know what they're gonna end up doing.
That's poor girl. Poor robot.
It's good. That's a nasty joke right there.
Yeah, she's gonna get ran through.
But the new robots that wash dishes and do all this stuff. What? They're taking jobs from hardworking electronic dishwashers.
They are. No, I'm just have you all not watched Megan? Did you not watch what
right.
Did you not see what could happen?
Right. Did you not watch that Will Smith?
I Am Legend?
Yeah.
I don't really remember a whole lot about that movie.
No, it's I Am Legend. No, the other one.
Is it iRobot?
iRobot. Yeah.
I can't remember any. I don't know if I watched that movie. But we gotta learn.
We don't, right? We just keep making movies and hey, check it out.
Hey, look, the robots destroyed everything.
They're
They're like, hey, look at this new robot. We're just, honestly, Logan Square is a great place for comedy because you've got a lot of mic staff in there and then you have Lincoln Lodge down the road.
Which is, I did not know, but the secret is out.
Yeah.
I'm telling everybody.
Yeah, the Lincoln Lodge is an amazing
I've been telling everybody, bro, I'm like, hey, y'all, I found where the comedians are hiding. Let's go get them.
Go snatch them up.
Go get them, y'all.
Snatch them up.
So we're back.
Yes.
And then that, little amount of break, we sort of discovered how to actually balance the budget of the United States
We did.
to give schools the right amount of money.
Yes.
Like, did the whole math.
Adequate funding coming to a school near you.
Yeah, it was, man, we did the whole plan. We wrote it down, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you were like, I'll be right back or something.
Yeah, I said that, and then now we're back.
And then I was like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna leave the stuff right here. And when we came back, it was like gone.
But we've got it up here.
Yeah.
We got it all up here.
Yeah. So for now, we might not have the time to tell you guys how to.
It's a secret. You'll find out soon.
Yeah. When she runs for office.
Exactly. Nina Kern for office. Absolutely.
Vote for her.
Vote Nina Kern in the next election.
Yeah. So we're gonna be now that we're back actually, and we can't tell you guys the secret of the budget. We're actually gonna watch a video that she hasn't released sort of, but
it's
gonna release it for this episode purpose.
Yes. I made it public for this viewing.
Just for this viewing.
I need to get better about posting on YouTube.
So actually, y'all would be thankful you get a treat. Because even I haven't seen this, so I'm also
only 26 people have seen this.
Hey,
26 views.
That's how stingy she is.
I
am. Yeah.
Something like that.
All right, so here we go. Enjoy, y'all.
A lot of crazy news came out this year too. A lot of crazy news. Do you guys remember when they told us that there was lead in all of the tampons? Yeah. When I found out that there was lead inside of the tampons, I got so upset. I just wanted an apology from anyone who's ever told me that I taste like pennies. Because that's not my fault. I also want an apology from anyone who's ever been like, are you on your period? Because you're acting crazy. Like, yeah. Have you ever put lead inside of a mucus membrane? That's what the vagina is, you guys. Mucus membrane. When you put things inside of a mucus membrane, it makes the bloodstream faster. That's why in college, girls will soak their tampons into vodka and insert them so that they get drunker quicker. I never did it, but I just heard about it. No, I did go on like 3 dates with this guy one time, and he was like, I want to do cocaine off of your vagina. I was like, it will dissolve immediately. It was the best time I've ever had. I was buzzing. Speaking of vaginas, I have a question for everyone in the room who goes to the gynecologist. Is your gynecologist hot? No? Good. My gynecologist is hot. My gynecologist is so hot that I can put on makeup before I go to the office. I need her to believe that I need an STD test. That's how hot she is. The first time I met her, she walked into the room, and I was like, oh my God, you look like a model. But that's not even the part about her, you guys. She's a doctor! She's a doctor! So she's smart, she makes lots of money, she's hardworking. I think I have a crush on her. She's just so gentle. People with vaginas get that. They have a speculum inside of them. They're just craving us open like the Jack in the Box. They're like, dun, 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 but it's not a clown that pops out. It's HPV. No, I went to the gynecologist and something was wrong. Something was wrong. I didn't figure out what was wrong down there. And I was talking to her and she was like, you know, if you ever take anything sauce down there. You can just taste yourself. And you should know there's problems. I'm like, that is something only a hot person. Only hot people know that they taste like it all the time. Could you imagine if I did that? I'll just stick my hand down my pants and I'd be like, I did have pineapple. And is that Eric? And Paul? Paul's my husband name. I don't know why. I said that. I'm from Ohio, not Alabama.
Oh, that was fun.
Thank you.
Oh man. I want to see. That's why I kind of want. I want to see your like an actual set.
Well, yeah, like hosting is so much different because you go up first, you go up to a cold room, you gotta hype up the crowd, let them know what's going on. I love hosting, but it is a different vibe than if you just do a regular set and you're like the room's already hot and everybody's going and you just go up and you do your thing. Yeah. There is a difference for sure.
Yeah, because I mean, there you get in the groove, right? Because you were in the groove. You seem to be. I mean, you were in the groove when you were doing the hosting, but you know, when someone's being really funny, you want to hear more. Like I wanted to hear more.
Thank you.
I didn't know how long the actual clip was, so I wasn't expecting it to just end.
Yeah, so I have that clip at 4 minutes because a lot of submissions they want only like 4 or 5 minutes. So I'll use that clip to submit to stuff.
Yeah, well, Instagram will give it to 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So when I post this, I still do it 4 minutes. Yeah, like I said, but when something's really funny, like you just want to continue, and then you know that day you were hosting and you were saying a lot of funny shit. So I was expecting you to do more, but then that's right, she just hosted.
Yeah, and I had to cut it short.
Yeah.
Because my set it's eaten up by rules and like stuff like that. So yeah, or like just like letting everybody know what's going on. And
do you like hosting?
I do like hosting. Yeah, I like it. I think it's fun, and I usually get paid more if I host. So.
Oh. Is that like the secret?
Depending on like the night you came, I did not get paid more to host. Absolutely not. But like if you're at a club, you get paid more to host. If you're like doing a shit, like if someone books you on something else, you get paid. You get thrown a little bit more money to host because your job's a little bit harder, right? You're warming up the room, you're laying down the ground rules, you're coming up in between comics. A lot of times you're also like, depending on like the show, like when I was like the show you were at the other night, now I have help, but before, like I was doing I was lighting people, like, hey, you got 2 minutes left. I'm taking promo, I'm taking pictures, I'm taking all that stuff. So, it does, there is a little bit more to it than just like getting up, doing your set, and leaving.
Right.
So you get thrown a little bit more cash.
I guess that's the difference, right? When you get to do a whole set, you're more relaxed. You're just gonna go up.
Yeah, you just go up, do your thing.
Then that's it.
Yeah,
you either
for sure.
stay or whatever. But if you're hosting, like that's how it is when like stuff's going on over here. That when I'm hosting something here, you gotta be awake.
And you gotta make sure. Well, like that's like the show I run tomorrow. It's at a bar, right? So it's like a very different vibe than what you saw the other night, and it can sometimes get pretty rowdy and kind of be like a little bit of a shit show. And like last time, I had to like get on people and be like, be quiet and stuff like that to just like keep the show moving on along because people were being too loud.
Did it feel like school?
A little bit, yeah.
Do I need to put you guys on timeout?
How many times do I have to say? Y'all lose recess tomorrow.
If you guys don't shut up, no more comedy show.
No more comedy show. I'm done. I'm
calling everybody's mom.
Calling everybody's mom. I got your mom's number right now. Right now. Don't make me press call.
How many comedians do you have tomorrow?
I think normally I book 5, so it's 6 total including me, but I actually have 7 tomorrow including myself because I met a girl last night. She's in town and she's gonna do a quick guest spot. So
sounds like a song.
Yeah. There you go. I'll let you have that. You can use it for your next big hit.
Right.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You could take that one joke from the robot.
There you go. Yeah, taking jobs from the dishwashers.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Try
I didn't
it.
like that.
Actually,
I actually might try it.
Let me know if it actually works. If I'm able to do it, I might be at that show tomorrow. So try it then.
We could try it then. I'll write a little bit out.
Ooh.
I'll let you know how it goes.
That would be so sick if you did. I would like to actually view it now.
That show could be a little rough, though. Yeah.
If it works, that'd be dope.
I'll give you writing credit.
You don't have to. That'd be dope because I have a lot of actual. So secretly, I write jokes sometimes, and I just don't have the courage. I've performed on stages before and all that, but it just I don't even know if I would have the timing.
That's a different beast.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole different beast. So.
Right, because I freestyle all day. I go up. I'm confident on stage. I even do some crazy shit on stage sometimes. Where I even wear like an alien suit.
Oh my god, that's funny.
And but something about comedy is like, okay, how much would I have of a material, right? Because actually, I have to ask you that. What's your longest set?
The longest set I've ever done is like 35 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
One of these days I'll do an hour.
Oh.
One of these days.
Are you going to do like your own special?
Someday. Yeah. I just basically it's like if you do a special, you have to retire that material. And I'm just kind of not ready to do that yet. I'm pretty attached to my material at this point. But one day I'm gonna do a special.
Sometimes you gotta let things go.
You do.
To receive the new stuff.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Because if your special has jokes like what we just saw, that shit's gonna hit.
Thank you.
All of that shit was funny as hell. Like for real.
Thank you. Thank you.
30 minutes, your 30 minutes are like.
I hope. I think it's like that. Yeah.
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 That's fucking dope. I mean, do you have any shows where they're coming up that you are gonna do?
Not that I have that much time. I did do 20 minutes last weekend at Comedy Flex in Oak Park. But right now, all my other stuff. Well, I might be doing 20 minutes on Friday night.
Oh, next Friday.
Like in 2 days. I got double check actually.
Where would that be?
It's called the Sweetest Pool.
Sweetest.
Let me pull up the flyer and I can tell you where it's at. Give me 1 second.
Because I'm really interested in watching like the whole set, like and like I was saying, with me writing a little bit, just seeing someone have like a whole minute, 5 minutes. Because when I talk to other comedians and I'm like, hey, is it hard to come up with like 5 minutes? And I'm like, fuck yeah, bro. 5 minutes?
It says everybody gets 15 to 25 minutes. That's a pretty good range. But yeah, it's at it's called the Sweetest Pool, and then it's on South Kedzie.
South Kedzie. Okay, so it's
3809 South Kedzie.
Okay. Oh, I know where that area. I know where that's at.
Yeah. So I'll be there Friday at 7.
Nice.
$10 at the door.
Nice. That's I mean.
Yeah. So what I'll probably do is it's like everybody does 15 to 20 or 25. So I don't know if he meant 20 or 25. So because sometimes you give a typo and whatever. I'll probably tell him to like me at 15, and then if I'm doing really good, I'll do 20 to 25, and if I'm not doing so good, I'll just fuck off. All right, let me get off. So, but I do think this is a weed show too. So depending on how high they are, I don't know what they're gonna be able to handle. So
I mean, I also find it funny that you don't smoke when you do weed shows.
I know. I'm so boring. I barely drink now, and then like I don't smoke at all. I've got asthma, and I don't even eat edibles. So
I can do it.
I had a really bad edible experience once, and I really have not been able to do them since.
Yeah, I can. It just makes me go to sleep.
Literally.
Like that day, that drink.
Oh, so and they hit hard.
Yeah. The girl's like, how's your tolerance? Man, my tolerance is like all the way up here. I smoke all the time, you know. And she's like, all right, well, like, you know what? Why don't you just take it easy, do the middle one? Like, all right, cool. And I was like by the middle of the show, I was like, yo, she started to get.
You're like, I'm baked.
I'm feeling it, yo. But it just, to me, when I'm like a good high, it just makes me enjoy things more. And you guys, you were all fun as well, so it's just like. But it is funny that like you do a lot of weed shows.
I know, it's like I'm doing all these things and I'm like, yeah, I don't partake at all. It's funny. But you know, whatever. It's fine. I don't mind being around it, I just don't partake.
Yeah. I mean, you are, right?
Right.
Everybody has consciousness is just everyone has their own way of experiencing whatever the hell this is. Whatever this whole life is, like everyone just has their own way of escaping, and you know, you could either escape through a book, escape through some good ass ganja, some good mushrooms.
I eat too much sugar. That's how I escape. I have a sugar addiction. It's so bad.
Do you bake yourself or?
No, I just like buy lunches. Baking, it just takes so much time. I'm not a bad baker. Like I'll make something and I'm like, oh, that was good. And it actually didn't take that long. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm lazy.
Again, you know, everyone has their own little pleasures and things, right? That is just. That's why I don't get sometimes when people are like, you should do this, you should do that. Like, no, why?
Why? Just let me do my own thing.
Yeah. That's the whole thing about being in this reality. We're free and being in this country.
100%.
That's another thing I don't get. Why are you complaining of being in the United States? But the United States is like, you're free. You're free.
We have a lot of freedoms that we take for granted, for sure.
Dude.
Like, there are absolutely things that need to be improved. Absolutely things that could be better. But we do have a lot of
the freedom
and rights that they don't have in a lot of other places.
Like just the freedom to express oneself in any manner that you choose. That's so fucking. It's a thing that if we don't have this, we're not able to articulate the highest of thoughts. You know, because in some places women can't even
drive. It's true.
Which is like
crazy,
right? So when someone is out there telling you, hey, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. I'm like, no, man. Everyone should just, as long as you're not hurting anyone, or as long as you're not like being mean to someone, or you know, whatever, you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want.
100%.
Right? Because we don't know what this is. This life is just so freaking weird. Like, it's so weird that you could think of something, have a thought, like dwell in it, and just concentrate, and then before you know it, that thought becomes something. And it becomes something tangible. And you know, you can build from that. It's just a thought. It's like a little thing you have in your brain. That's so crazy, right?
It is.
And we all have that power. We all have that power to create things. And that's why, like, I love meeting artists and do things. That's just so fucking dope. I find it so interesting. Like, even when you were saying, like, sometimes, you know, I'm throwing a new joke, and then, like, oh, shit, didn't work. And just go back. And, like, that's far. You can do that? That's so interesting.
Yeah.
That's so dope. And, you know, again, like, you could probably tell someone some advice, but if they don't take your advice,
whatever. They didn't take my advice. It's fine. That's fine.
Right. So that's just so dope. I mean, the freedoms that we have here, just being able to just experience whatever the hell this is.
Are you gonna just talk freely on this podcast, right? Like unfiltered, to an extent.
Yeah, because we could be like, shit, fuck, whatever.
Yeah, we can curse and it's not gonna.
Yeah.
There's no repercussions.
Right. And I mean, unless we speak about
certain
the Cheeto guy.
Yeah. And Cheeto in charge.
Yeah, Cheeto in charge. Yeah, that's the new one right there. But yeah, so again, thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for having me. It's been a great conversation.
I've seen you online, obviously, and sort of saw your show, but never really got to.
No, not really.
This is pretty dope. Just being able to meet someone and oh, what the fuck,
for sure.
And that's so dope. Even with the stars thing, man, I'll be down with the star shit for sure.
Yeah, right.
I would just drop all this. Hey, by the way, please donate so that we can
go to the Northern Lights.
Go to the link there I'm gonna put below. But yeah, so it's so dope when you meet someone that you admire what they do, and I admire your comedy.
Thank you so much.
And it's just and you have a dope ass mind, so that's even better.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Again, thank you so much for being here and taking your time.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you know this, but I usually, to close this out, I do a freestyle.
Let's hear it. I want to hear it.
Sometimes the guests jump in if they want. You don't have to jump in.
I might ruin it.
I
don't want to ruin it.
If you do, I will ask you to go first.
No.
I just finish it off.
No.
So I'm just gonna play some random beat. I forgot what I loaded.
What's the topic?
No, just the freestyle.
Oh no, you can just do that.
Okay.
No, that's not how my brain works at all.
Let me see, should I do this beat or I'll let you pick. Do that beat or the machine?
You can do that.
This beat.
I don't know what it is.
I don't remember either. So again, thank you so much. Before I do this, do you have any shows you want to?
So you can follow me on social media, on all platforms. I'm at I am Nina Kern. That's I am NINAKERN. That's my TikTok. That is my Instagram. That's my YouTube that I don't really post to at all. I'm gonna get better about it. Yeah, follow me on those platforms. I'm always posting my shows, posting where I'm at, posting new videos and stuff like that. So if you could give me a follow, that would be amazing.
Hey, please go follow her. She's funny.
So I quit my job.
Yes, me too. All right, here we go. Sorry for the build-up, y'all. Okay.
Again, thank you. And yeah. Yeah, I kinda sorta left my ass off, chillin' with Nina, and this is something you got to learn. If you come to the shy, don't get a perm. Instead, go look up Nina. Do this shit cause I be on the rhyming scheme. Cause you got to be in the scene. Hit the open mic and you got to do this in the nightlife. Yeah, you got to be in this. You got to become a whiz. Yeah, you have to develop the skills to be on top of the thing. When the light is on and they shine it on, then you got to go in like, what up, yo? Tell a couple jokes, yo. Spinning like the spokes on my bike when I ride by. Chillin', I'm waving by to the past, cause I'm ready for the future. And don't even ask me to fucking do some task, cause I'm busy, y'all. Yeah.
Kick ass.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. Again, thanks so much.
Yes, thank you for having me. This is
Thank
great.
you so much for doing this. Do you have any last words to say? Anything to say? Huh?
No, I already plugged my socials. I'm good. Follow me. That's it.
Alright, y'all. So what I want you to do is please spread love and most of all, love each other, y'all. Peace.
Peace.